It's okay to feel sad. You're human and it's normal. So go ahead and grab that sketchbook that you've been waiting to use until you feel happy again and try these sketchbook ideas. Welcome back. I'm Christine, and I thought you should know that sadness is creativity in disguise. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to find because it looks and feels different. But if you work through it, you might discover something that you never realized was there. So let's do this. Start scribbling all over the place. Let your hand move freely across the page just like me. There's no need for a plan or expectations. This is a mindless activity and it's perfect for when you're feeling sad. Scribble, 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 scribble. Oh, I just got an idea. Maybe this is a scribble monster. This is the thing that's running around my head causing problems. I can't forget to give him eyes. Let's give him some friends because there's no way that one monster is responsible for this much trouble. It has to be a group of monsters. I'm gonna call it the Terrible Trio. Oh my gosh, they're kind of cute. So I think I'm gonna take my apple barrel paint and try to bring them to life a little bit more. The green monster is just kind of like a floating eyeball, just in case you were wondering, like he doesn't need hands or feet. Now I'm gonna scribble all over it, just because scribbling is so fun. If random scribbling isn't your thing, go ahead and try this. Try creating faces out of scribbles. Don't worry, they're supposed to look sloppy and quirky, just like the emotions that you're experiencing. Since this is a fun scribble activity, I'm not using a reference. I just want to create something on the page that looks like a face. I'm just happy that they look a little bit like faces at this point. There were a couple of times that I wanted to start this over, but I didn't because I wanted to be authentic and show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Another fun thing to do if the faces are freaking you out is to try scribbling an animal. But make sure you don't use a reference. Go completely from your mind. Oh, this one is looking like a face. All right, we're getting somewhere. To bring this to life a little bit more, I'm going to add a little bit of my apple barrel paint to see if I can create some type of composition that I'm happy with. Oh no, the paint is smudging the pen. Oh, I didn't think that would happen. But you know what? I'm going to fix it by adding more paint. When in doubt, just add layers and layers of paint. Some of these faces are just wild. So I don't know about this, but it definitely looks the way that I feel, sad and disturbed. So if your scribbles don't look like anything and you're like not inspired to turn them into anything, don't worry about it. Just make them scribbles. They don't have to be anything else. Sometimes if you wait a couple of days and then come back to the scribble page, you might be inspired to make something out of it. If all else fails, I found that the one easy thing to create out of scribbles is a scribble monster. This is the one that I created when I came back the next day. Isn't he cute? No? Okay, all right. He's kind of creepy, but you know what? It came from my imagination when I thought I was too sad to create anything. Do you see where I'm going with this? Sometimes being sad is uncomfortable, which is why it's the perfect time to get uncomfortable with your art. I challenge you to create a sketchbook spread using your least favorite colors. It can be a spread full of anything you want. I chose rabbits because nothing makes me happier than a cute baby rabbit. And I need all the cute I can get because my least favorite colors are green and orange. I feel sick to my stomach. And don't get me started on yellow. I know that yellow is supposed to be a happy color. Not for me. Keep in mind that the colors you choose for this sketchbook idea can influence the subject and style of the art you decided to make. I'm extremely uncomfortable at this point because these colors are gross. But I found that if I lighten everything with a little bit of white, it brings the hues into harmony. It's a neat trick, and I wouldn't have discovered it unless I decided to do this sketchbook idea. Here's a beautiful shot of my hand because I forgot to adjust my camera. I think it's cute. Oh no, my tape ripped my paper. It's a good thing that I'm already sad, so this whole thing just adds to the vibe. It doesn't make it any worse. It makes it a little bit more interesting to paint on top of the ripped paper, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. I didn't think I could make these paintings any better, but when I started using my black marker and my white acrylic paint marker, I was able to pull out so many details, and I think this looks so good. If you find yourself struggling with the colors that you're trying to paint with, go ahead and grab yourself a white marker and a black marker and see what you can come up with. I got tired of painting rabbits, so I decided to make the last painting a deer. As I'm experimenting with these colors right now, I'm realizing that I want to create more illustrations. I've been painting portraits, animals, seascapes. I've been painting a lot of things, but I want to push my imagination more. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I'm unhappy with my art. I'm excited about having room to grow and wanting to go in a different direction. But I had no idea that that's what was going to come out of creating this sketchbook idea. But you know what? That's the type of stuff that comes up when you decide to get a little bit uncomfortable when you're working on your art. If you would like more videos that actually help you, the artist, with your creativity and exploring emotions in your sketchbook, go ahead and hit that like button because I can help you with that. If you're still with me at this point, you're amazing. Thank you for being here. You may not like this next idea, but I guarantee you're going to thank me later. I challenge you to draw the unexpected. Yeah, I know you have ideas. Maybe you're afraid to create something. Maybe it's outside of your comfort zone. Or maybe it's a little weird. Guess what? This is the best time to put those ideas onto paper because exploring new ideas when you're sad can help you enjoy the creative process even more. It's easier to get creative with your emotions because you're experiencing them right now. Your emotions can affect every aspect of your art, including the line weight, the colors you use, the perspective that you're trying to show, and the meaning behind it. Trying something new when you're experiencing sadness can make your creativity even stronger. So do it. Draw the thing that you've been putting off. I have been wanting to draw a two-headed unicorn for the past year, but I kept putting it off because I thought it was weird. I also thought that the style that I wanted to paint didn't fit what I normally create and would turn people off. But not today. Today's the day that I posted online for the world to see. This is scary. The real question is, should I share the meaning behind this and what emotions went into it? Okay, I will. So, as a highly creative individual, I often feel like I don't fit in anywhere. And sometimes I feel like I have to wear a mask. And the mask that I wear in public when I'm at work or I go to the store or if I'm meeting new people is the mask of an introvert. And I've developed this mask because when I'm loud or I'm weird, I feel like I'm very disruptive. So this unicorn represents both sides of me present at the same time. And this is how I show up on YouTube. YouTube is slowly becoming a platform that I feel safe being myself, especially when I'm sad. If you've been here for a while, you know I love the color purple, which is why I decided to make one unicorn a bright magenta and the other unicorn blue. Where they join in the neck creates purple, which represents both sides coming together to create one complete personality. I think I might decide to make more two-headed illustrations in the future because this was fun. I can do dark and light, good and evil, sad and happy. I think it would be a fun series. I shared a lot about myself in this video, and I hope that it inspired you to pick up your sketchbook and try some of these ideas, even if you're feeling too sad to create. But if you still aren't feeling creative at this point, go ahead and watch this video next for more creative sketchbook ideas, and I'll see you there.